Hey everybody, so I'm here today to talk to you about how I clean my radial flow settlers, the solids collecting element of my filter system. You know, in aquaculture there's not a lot of instructional video out there about how to do these kinds of things. And so when I made my radial flow settlers, one problem that I have with them is that there's no drain on them. I could have put a drain on them, but even if I did, because the bottom side of these barrels is molded with lots of undulations and stuff, a drain really doesn't work anyways. It has to be a completely bottom drain, and we would need a conical shape. We just don't have that. So I had to get kind of creative about how to do that, how to clean it. And so I use a siphon, and I want to show you the one that I've got here now. This is a big one. This is about 27 inches or so long. I had before a short one, only about 12 or 14 inches or so, skinny, and it just would take forever. I had to reach way down in there, getting my arms in it all the time. No fun. So this thing is much better. The whole setup here is not a perfect setup. This is not the way you should do this. But if you don't have a lot of money like me, and you don't want to spend a lot of money because you're not for sure how much you wanted to do this, so you just want to go in inexpensive to get started, well, this is what you'll end up with, and you have to do things like this. But it does work. So I'll show you this, show you how I do it, and you decide for yourself whether you want to go this route or you want to make a bigger investment into better equipment. But here we go. All right, so we start by taking the lid off. We'll set this aside, and you can see all of the muck and debris in there just floating around. So we want to get that. We also want to get the stuff which is collected in the bottom. So to get this started, I set it down in here, and with the nozzle up front, we let it fill up. Okay, and we raise it up to where water starts coming out the other end. Okay, refill it. Okay, so now the whole thing is filled, hose and the container here, the cylinder. Now if I put my hand over top of it and close this off, keep my thumb on top of the other end, I can tip this now, drop the hose, and it's going to start siphoning. Okay. There's water coming out here now. Now, this is going to start collecting and sucking all the muck out of there. And as it does, when it gets lower, you'll be able to see all the muck that's at the bottom, that's really collected down there. And I just shut the pump off so that this can actually drain. So I'll come back to you in a couple minutes when it's drained out a bit more. So I like to collect the water that comes out of here and use on my fruit trees. It's got a lot of good stuff in there. So it's getting to the point now where it's getting pretty low in here. You can see there's muck along the rim here. So you want to grab a hose and spray that down. Now my hose water is filtered to remove the chlorine and chloramine. Don't just use any hose water for this. Alright, so now we're getting towards the bottom. We're going to start being able to get a lot more of this gunk out of here. If you watch this hose, watch down into the barrel there. We're going to see it getting a lot dirtier here now. So we'll continue on, and I'll come back when we're getting almost to the finish here. Now you're starting to really be able to see all the muck that's down on the bottom. That's what we're trying to get out. And you can see some of the ribbing and undulations down there that are the reason why we can't really use a drain bottom drain with this type of barrel. All right, so you can see we're getting pretty clean in here now. And so we're about done. Each barrel takes about 10 minutes, doesn't take real long. And we get that good water that we can use for the fruit trees. So yeah, this siphon has been a game changer. I tell you what, it's so much faster than the little one that I had before. It just does a better job. I'll put a link to this in the description, but for cleaning these radial flow settlers out, it's been great. When I got to clean the bottom of my actual biofilter over there, works great. You can also use this like in my smaller pond over there. If I want to clean the bottom of the pond out, I can use this if some muck and debris gets inside of there. Like I had leaves that blew in there the other day and they sunk to the bottom, had to get those out. Using this helps get those out. So it's just fantastic. So I'll put a link to this one in the description box. I got it on Amazon. Wasn't super expensive, worth every penny. All right, thanks for watching.